It says we're going live and we're live.
Hi, welcome to the StockinetteZombies. I'm Amy, also known as Jane Nipma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It, and this is episode 398. We were just saying that we think maybe this is our happy place in our week with my my new job and my new meeting schedule. And yeah, if I can drink enough coffee beforehand to be on air, Megan.
Yeah. I mean, again, there's very little that happens at this time. For me, it's usually kind of get stuff done time frame. So, but I've already been here an hour, so we're good.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah. I because of the coastal nature of my work, I feel like there's a lot of people that are coming up and getting online slowly but surely at this time, but a good time to be able to step away and then make up for working over lunch, I guess. Or central time lunch.
Central lunch. Yeah. This is probably pretty early for our West Coasters.
It is, but maybe we'll get another maybe we'll get another in
demographic
the carpool lane.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Laura says it's a good time for her too. So
love it.
Hi, Laura. Yeah, anything going on other than I was not happy I was happy when the phone rang at before 6 o'clock this morning to let me know that I thought they were canceling school, and no, they were canceling after school activities. So I was happy that we weren't going to have children rattling around here during the day. Wasn't happy about the wake up call though.
Yeah, we have an after school activity, so I might have to go pick the kids up so that they can get home for the Zoom because it's the driving school. So it's gotta keep going.
Yes.
Already invested a lot of time. They're 3-hour sessions and they run after school, so it's just a really long day.
Yeah. I can bet. Well, yeah, fingers crossed that goes well.
Well, and I did not think about that when I signed them up, how long of a day that was going to be for them. Like we did the last ones during summer, but I felt like, oh, we really need to get a jump start on this. And this is right after school. It's perfect, blah, blah, blah. But then it's like, no, it's right after school. And then 3 additional hours, like it makes, it's kind of, you remember those 3-hour night college classes? Imagine having one every day. It's just not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, there's very little like homework or working class or whatever. It's all lecture.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I do remember those. Yeah. Oh, that's surreal. Because if you've got another one in, that means mine's coming up as well.
Yeah. I mean, just turned 15 in January, so this is like the earliest possible time to be able to take this. But I think if I can get them both practicing by early spring, summer, we'll have a couple of drivers here by the end of the year. Well, right, next January for one of them, but I'm hoping to get both done. Yeah. Excellent. Unless anybody out there in the area is a very calm person and a very calm presence and wants to take on an extra job, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, there was, I definitely had opposite ends of the spectrum, not to speak poorly about any of the wonderful people in my life that got me to learn to drive. But yeah, my dad was very lackadaisical. It was like, oh, you hit a bush, that's okay. And my mom was like, so yeah, my grandpa was somewhere in the middle there, and taught me how to drive. So
oh darn, I needed a grandpa.
You do. Although I could see some grandpas, like some of the grandpas in obviously the grandpa in my kids' life would be the dad. But I could see the other grandpa on my husband's side being similar, right? Oh, no, it's fine. You just hit something, thousands of dollars to the car. It's fine.
Right. Yeah. My other stressor is because both of our cars are fairly new in
Yeah.
my mind. And so I just, okay, anybody, or does anybody have a 15-year-old car that they care very little about?
Yeah, Ellie's not going to give up her car to let.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We are still self-striping it up. We are still craft your own book venturing it up. Woo, self-striping. Yeah, I've got a partying it up sock over there with my Care Bear with fangs. That I'm like, oh, this is so, like, I can't put it down. I need to put it down to start other things, because Lynn is going to have her twinning project done before I even get mine cast on. Like last night, she's like, look, I'm at the hem. And I'm like,
stop.
Yeah. But we're not frenemies, right? We're not racing. So we just both need to finish. But yeah, I've got major metamorphic, jealousy going on. So got to get that on the needles.
Yeah, I was going to say that we were doing a lot of textured projects, and a lot of mine have counted. Well, they didn't count, but plot twist, because they have a lot of cables in them. So for the book venture, we have decided to be adding prizes. So look out on the socials. Hopefully we'll get some pictures up of prizes, or at least announcements of vendors that we were using for prizes. And yeah, because we're going to draw at the end of the month. So there's still time.
Yay. Yeah. So some of our plans, the yarn might not be here by the end of the month. Guessing from some of the plans that we've made, but yeah, you'll have an idea of what you've won and what it looks like. So
absolutely. Yeah, we have it might just be pictures from their website. But have really excited that we're coming together to get prizes going so that we can entice more people to join us. I have really enjoyed the Choose Your Own Adventure, and I think a lot of people would, if they jump on board, would enjoy it too. So,
and then just late breaking news. I will be scheduling a movie night. We're gonna watch The Never Ending Story. So
okay.
If you haven't seen it, now's your time. And if you have nostalgia for it, yes, join and mouth the words along with the Treyu and the Rock Eater and Falcor.
Yes. No, the Rock Eater, I think, and of course the horse. But like, there's a lot of moments in that movie.
Absolutely, but inspired by a book, right? So there we go.
Absolutely.
All right. FOs.
We have some finished objects. So I have some timber mitts from Tuckin Knits. This is made out of some yarn that I got from a vendor at Yarn Over. It's just like a local farm sheep. So this came from a specific sheep, and I knit that up. Yeah, and this is held double. So it was a thinner yarn, and there's still not a lot left. So, it's one of those, the meme or the TikTok that you see where people, it has potential. I'm like, I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't know what I'll do with it. So love those mitts, very warm and squishy. And then I did a BAM hat flash KAL for Eat Sleep Knit.
Ooh,
So I got myself some stars knitting on this one. This is also a Tuckin Knits pattern, the antler taupe, and I really like it.
What's the yarn?
One of the.
It looks kind of sheepy too.
Oh yeah, it's the Queensland cashmere blend that's Aran weight.
I love it. Oh
yeah. So super slouchy, squish-tastic version of that hat. And then on to the sweaters. I finished 2 sweaters. So I have my husband's, Tamarick Classic. They Brooklyn Tweed has degendered their patterns. So this one was the men's version, but now it is called the classic.
Uh-huh.
And then they have, I don't know what they call the other one, but it has, you know, kind of a hip dip or a waist shape in it. And so this is the classic that goes straight.
Cool. Did hubby decide he didn't want pockets or that he did?
He is undecided. So I ordered some buttons. They're making their way through the mail. Once I get the buttons slapped on, he'll live with it for a little while, and then we'll decide if we want pockets. I've already blocked it twice because I blocked it too long. Mm. And so then I reblocked it, and now it's somewhere in between where it finished and where the first block happened. But we may end up blocking it back to the original. It is still longer than his preference, but I really enjoyed the pattern. It was easy to follow, and it did kind of sour me on moss stitch for a while. So I have the gib in my queue, and I want to knit it out of this Mitchell's Creations yarn that I have. So excited to get it cast on, but the moss, like my desire to knit it just goes out my toes when I think about moss stitching again. And again, I think it was mainly because the fabric is reversible. It was really hard to keep track of where I was. I had to keep a lot of markers on the right side and try to make sure that I could stay with it. So there were so many times where I blew past something that I should have done because I wasn't sure which side I was on.
Yeah.
And I think the gib might be in the round, so I won't have that issue as much, but this one was back and forth. And so it had those moments.
Yeah. I really, really love that color.
Oh, yes. This is Northern Bees Moraine base worsted in the Old Barn colorway. And so this is a lot more, has a lot more depth in person and isn't quite as bright. This is a beautiful red that you're seeing on the camera, but it's a little bit more muted in person. Mm-hmm. And then I just love this sweater.
Yes. Texture defined.
Yes. It's got, I think, every texture except for moss, which I did on the other sweater. So we got some garter, we got a bobble, we got a little river going down the middle. So so this is Lavender Loon's special locally milled base. I don't remember what the content is, but you can see on their website. And this is a Foxy colorway. And I forget how we decided that this was pronounced, but like the Raha, I think. The Raha sweater by Vera. So.
Love it.
Yep. And those are all of my objects, but
I think
hard.
You've already mentioned it, but are the cables on the back as well?
Yes.
Yep.
You've probably seen the back. They're just the same. So.
Okay. And then on the sleeves, are they just garter or?
Yep, just garter and I folded over the. Because this was another one that I aggressively blocked, and so the sleeves got a little longer than they needed to be. Mm-hmm. But the cuff was really long, so it was kind of a really cute fold detail. So
yeah, it looks really like smush-tastic / rustic, like.
Yeah, but also very light and airy, and because of the gauge to yarn ratio, right? This is a sport. I don't remember what size needle, but you can kind of see that it's got quite a bit of air in there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Stick my hand under there.
Yeah.
But yeah, love. It's a perfect marriage, one of those. The yarn and the pattern just loved each other and made the best object.
Excellent.
All right,
Gotta love
I'm
that.
good.
Okay. I think well, let's do them in the order in which I knit them. So I think I did get this mentioned on a works in progress. This is a tucking in cowl. It's been all seamed up, and you can wear it with the kind of the V in front, but I really kind of enjoy the drama of having it be on the side. So it's almost like it gives your arm like a sleeve on one side. And again, just really kind of enjoying, like, this is the view that most of my coworkers get to see of me, right? And so they don't know that it's not like a full sweater all the way down. I mean, you can kind of see that there's some lines here, right? That maybe imply that it's not. But yeah, have been really kind of enjoying having like some flare at the top that doesn't necessarily have to be full body because nobody's going to see it. And yeah, this was a gritting gargoyle held with like a super variegated that I got from La Hala, Jolla, I think is the
Yep.
that's either the base or the company. I'm trying to remember now. But yeah, kind of fun. You know, you start out at one end. This is where the seam is, and it's knit on the bias all the way down. You at one point bind off the brioche stitches and then continue until you've got enough with the main triangle until you've got enough to seam it to the cast on. And then you end up with a really fun cowl.
Yeah.
I made this as long as I possibly could. So the neck is a little wide. Again, because I had 2 skeins of the gritting gargoyle and 2 skeins of the super variegated. So I could make it really, really long, but I didn't want it like Viajange long. if that resonates with anyone, like, yeah, I didn't want to be the bride asking somebody to hold my cowl up while I was going to the bathroom long. But yeah, super enjoy it. Kind of been plotting and planning maybe something similar. Not necessarily the same pattern, but something similar because I did enjoy making it and I have been enjoying wearing it. Like when I get a little cold, I can throw it on. And then I think I mentioned in favorite things, I went a little crazy with socks. So this is the Everywhere sock with some, I named them on Ravelry, No More Hoarding, because I had bought this yarn hoarder colorway and this purple from Leading Men Fiber Arts to make a shawl, I think. And they were like hermetically hoarded together, like this will be something. And then I was like, nope, they're going to be socks, even though it's not going to use all of them. So this was a sock pattern that I wrote up for Knit Picks. And it's not in the pattern, but I flipped the beginning so that they would radiate opposite directions. So they're distinct socks. So you can see, like on this one, this color goes this way and this color goes that way. But yeah, fun way, to use like 2 colors. It's got the spacious OMG heel, and to kind of alternate and be doing something interesting on the top, but then have that just stockinette on the back side. And have been making my cuffs longer now, I realize. These are shorter, but some more socks coming up that that have longer cuffs. So I made some monkey socks, toe up monkey socks with my spacious OMG. This is, I'm so glad I used it. Again, I was kind of hoarding it in my stash. It was Camp Color from Suburban Stitcher from the year that we had the Camp Colors, red and blue and purple. I feel like I think I was hoarding it because it's not something, I feel like it's not discordant, but like it's not something that Diane does a lot of, right? So I was kind of like, this was like the precious one skein that like isn't necessarily the moody beautiful, whatever. Not that this isn't beautiful, but it's just is a lot more like rah to me than some of Diane's colors are, if that makes any sense.
It does.
Yeah.
She had every dyer has their color sense, and Diane and Sam from Lavender Loon, they kind of head towards those moody, muted colors that they do so well. Yeah.
And this is, a little bit more in your face and a little bit, like I said, a little bit more rah.
More 716, Jenna.
Yep. So again, really just love what that monkey sock pattern, like the stitch motif, what it does with variegated.
It's a good one. It's a classic for a reason.
It is. I've been wearing a lot of socks with that on it. Trolla was something that was also in my stash that I had been hoarding.
Wow, you are going through all the ZK colors. You're just
I'm like, I gotta make room for more. So I made the big rib by Jessie May. Yeah.
That looks so different.
It does, doesn't it? Like, again, Trolla, I had one skein left. All Trolla has been used now. So that's
I can't say that. I still have two.
Quit hoarding it and use it, Amy. But yeah, the glow stick mohair held with two strands of the Trolla, it nets this. It is like a big slouchy, but I feel like when at rest, the ribbing really makes it so, like, again, my finished object pictures of it before I blocked it made it look, it was like half this size. It looked like, and then I've blocked and blocked and blocked. And again, it's really big and slouchy on me. But I feel like when you kind of at rest hold it up, it looks, it goes. So yeah, really recommend this pattern. It's got a very great construction. So like you actually cast on this back of neck first and work down, and then you pick up along it, and some of it, the back actually ends up like as part of the sleeve as well. So like it's not a traditional raglan. But it ends up kind of.
Is this bulky or Erin?
Yes. Yeah. So I did 2 fingering and a 2 fingering and a mohair, and I think I've seen people do like 2 sport and a mohair, and like there's it's very like it's on 10s, right? So mine ends up being a little airier probably than other people's, but I've really enjoyed my airier, like my love notes and other items that I've done at that bigger gauge, but not as heavy as it is meant to be. But yeah, this was like BAM sweater. There's some ribbing down at the bottom that isn't this big rib, but yeah, it's just love it.
I want to make a DK mohair version of the and it might already be written for this gingerbread. It's a free pattern, and I made one for my son just out of straight DK, but I want to add a mohair and make one for myself. It was basic knit, but I really enjoyed it, and I think that
I think the 2 fingering with the mohair probably nets your DK plus mohair, right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, cool. You can see the haze over the top of it.
It's just adding that green. I didn't see you post about it. Did you post about it?
I've not been good at posting. I should. But yeah. So then last certainly not least, last skein of Trolla in the house. I think this may have been one that I swapped in to get where the Sue speckler got a little crazy. So the super speckly.
Pretty.
Yeah. Love them.
I think I have 2 DK left. That's kind of why I'm like sitting on them, as I don't really have a good project in mind. But
this with the held double, I'm trying to remember, there was not much left of the 2 fingering weight skeins. that, well, 4 finger skeins because I was holding
Right.
it.
So if I would be really close to that if I wanted to add a mohair and make something. What you're saying? Okay.
Yep. Exactly. So yeah, depending on the put up, I'm trying to remember what her DK is. It closer to like 250?
Might be 231.
Yeah. So yep. But yeah, no, I felt like we both really embraced the texture. And you can see that in our FOs. And yeah, I'm obviously getting back into socks. I took a really nice hiatus when I was doing the 1.5 billion mucil burrows, but socks have been occupying my needles as of late. So
yeah, and I'm still knitting my muse burls. I haven't gotten through all of my combos yet, so I'll probably keep going until they're done.
And I'll keep oohing and awing over them, and it'll cause me to.
Yeah, I did want to share though, something quick, because I'm only twinning on 2 things right now, and I might have added a gnome, hopefully, to my twinning. I decided that I needed to go all in, and get a designer and a vendor. And I had to share with you because I'm going to make a summer shandy.
Woo! Oh, wow. I love those colors.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
So these are Keegan yarn. And this was a colorway that they had made last year. And I bought this the first year that they've ended. So we got those.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be fabulous.
And they're showing real bright on here because if you remember, this is very different. Yeah. In person.
But we're going to do charades. Like, I was like, bam, like muted.
But I had to share. So this is
that's exciting. I can't wait to see it. And that'll be a repeat for you. You don't often repeat, right?
That will be a repeat.
Look at you.
And I might repeat the love note. Like I have a few, and the party top. I've knit a few party tops. So
yeah, that's true. No, I'm not saying that you've never done it. I'm just saying I am honored to be amongst
among the few. Yes.
Yeah. The few,
the OMG gets a lot of love. No words. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye. Oofta. All right. I do